Hello guys, welcome back. Hope you all are doing absolutely fine. So today we'll be continuing with our pathology exam revision series with our very next topic, that is inflammation. It is a very important answer and often asked in examinations. Hope you all find it useful and interesting. Okay, so let us begin. Inflammation. Write inflammation in detail with its cellular responses. Introduction. Inflammation is local response of living mammalian tissue to the injury. It is body's defense reaction to eliminate or to limit the injurious agent and dead tissue. The inflammatory process is always followed by healing process. Healing is a part of inflammatory process. There are 5 cardinal signs of inflammation, which are rubor, which is redness, tumor, which is swelling, calor, which is heat, dolor, pain, and functional loss, which is the loss of function. The types of inflammation: acute inflammation and chronic inflammation. Acute inflammation: when there is a strong body defense, it is of short duration. Duration follows healing. Continuity of causative agent is there, and it converts into the chronic inflammation if not healed. Chronic inflammation: when the body's defense is poor, it is of long duration and it's not certain. Acute inflammation. The process of acute inflammation is described under 2 headings: vascular events and cellular events. Vascular events. In acute inflammation, earliest changes occur in neovasculature, example in arterioles, capillaries and venules. Vascular event includes hemodynamic changes and changes in vascular permeability. Hemodynamic changes in the vascular flow and small blood vessels. Transient vasoconstriction in arterioles and in mild injury 3 to 5 seconds, in severe 5 minutes. Persistent progressive vasodilatation in arterioles and maybe in venules capillaries lasts for 30 minutes. Because of vasodilation, there is blood volumes. Increase in the blood volume, hydrostatic pressure results in transudation of extracellular fluid. Dilated arterioles results in increased blood flow in tissues, and it produces redness and heat. So here we can see that this is a normal arteriole. First of all, there is transient vasoconstrictions, which reduces the size. Then there is progressive persistent vasodilation, which is increase in the size, which leads to increase in the hydrostatic pressure due to circulation, which leads to redness, transudation of fluid into the extracellular fluid compartment, which leads to edema, and slowing of circulation, which leads to stasis. Increased accumulation of RBCs, which leads to increased viscosity. Marginations of WBC. WBC mainly neutrophils move and migrate from capillaries to extravascular space, which is emigration. Vascular permeability. The permeability of arterioles, capillaries and venules increase due to the more and more fluid leaks to the circulation and collect in the ECF. This is called exudation. It increases inflammatory edema. The increased vascular permeability is produced due to the following features. First one, endothelial cell contraction. Microvasculature leads to venules. Time of response is immediate and transient, 15 to 30 minutes. Pathogenesis is due to the histamine and bradykinin, and examples a mild one. Endothelial cell retraction happens in venules. Time is delayed after 4 hours. It happens because of interleukin 1 and tumor necrotic factors, and example is in vitro. Direct endothelial injury happens in arterioles, venules and capillaries. In immediate and prolonged cell necrosis, detachment, and severe burn, severe infections and radiations. Leukocyte mediated endothelial injury, which happens in venules and capillaries. The progression is delayed, prolonged. Proteolytic enzymes and toxic oxygen leads to this condition, and mostly in pulmonary vasculature. Cellular events. After vascular events, cellular phase of inflammation occurs, which include exudation of WBCs, phagocytosis. Exudation of WBCs. WBCs leave the blood circulation and reach to the interstitial tissues. The sequence of exudation is neutrophils, monocytes, both are phagocytic in nature. Following sequence of changes occur in exudation of WBCs. First of all, this is the normal axial flow, and during the stasis and vasodilation and stages, the marginations and pavimentations of the WBCs occur. Due to exudation, blood cells get distributed in the whole area of this, and this is known as margination. The WBCs reach near the endothelium, which is known as pavimentation, and then adhesion and rolling occur. Adhesions and rolling. The neutrophils roll over the endothelium and later on stick with them. Adhesion is done by surface receptors and proteins. The adhesion is transient, but then the emigration occurs, and finally chemotaxis. Emigration. The neutrophils produce pseudopodia, hence they leave the body by passing through gap because endothelial cells and the breaking the basement membrane. In the first 24 hours, there is emigration of neutrophils, and in the next 2 days, monocytes emigrates. Now, RBCs may also pass through the endothelial gaps, which is called diapedesis. RBC leaks into very small quantity and compared to WBCs. It gives hemorrhagic appearances. Chemotaxis. WBCs are attracted towards injurious agents by certain chemotactic factors called chemokines, and process is called as chemotaxis. Chemotaxis agents are chemokines, which are leukotrienes B4, paralytic factor 4, CA5 of complement system, MCP1, etc. Phagocytosis. Phagocytosis is the process of engulfment of solid particles by cells. The cells performing these functions are known as phagocytes. Main phagocytes, which are neutrophils, which is the macrophage, and monocyte, which is the macrophage. Stages of phagocytosis. Stage of attachment, opsonization, stage of engulfment, secretion stage, which is the degranulation stage, and the killing stage. Opsonization. The pathogens and phagocytic cells are negatively charged, therefore they repel each other. Opsonins are natural factors present in the serum. For attraction of pathogens towards phagocytic cells, opsonization is done. The receptors for opsonins are found on the surface of phagocytic cells. Example: opsonins. Surface receptors on phagocytic cells, which are IgG opsonin plasma, C3b, Fc segment of IgG, and C3b receptor. Okay, so this is how it occurs in the serum. There is opsonin, which leads to bacteria, which leads to further opsonization of the bacteria. Then there is the process which takes place. So we can see it in the diagram. Stage of engulfment. The opsonized pathogens is attached with the phagocytic and is covered by pseudopodia. Now pathogen taken inside the phagocytic cells and the membrane-bound phagocytic vacuole is formed. The lysozymic forces with the phagocytic vacuoles and to form phagosomes and phagolysosomes. We can see it in this diagram. Degranulation stage. The lysosomes has some preformed granules, and some of the granules are synthesized after engulfment. Some of the granules, hydrolytic enzymes, are fused with phagosomes which will digest the pathogen. Some of the granules are pushed out of the phagocytic cells, such as some enzymes, arachidonic acid metabolic, and oxygen metabolites. The above processes are called as degranulation. Degradation stage. In this part of the stage, bacteria are killed by antimicrobial agent. In the second part of the stage, killed bacteria are degraded by hydrolytic enzymes, antimicrobial agents, and the mechanisms. Oxygen dependent bactericidal mechanism. We can see through this equation. Oxygen independent bactericidal mechanism. The following substances related to the lysosomes produces antibacterial effects: lysosomal hydrolase enzyme, permeability increasing factors, defensins, and cationic proteins. Nitric oxide mechanism. The endothelial of blood vessels and the phagocytic cells produce nitric oxide, which has two effects: antifungal effect and antiparasitic effect. Inflammatory cells. The following cells of the circulatory system and the system participate in the acute and chronic inflammation: neutrophils, eosinophils, basophils, lymphocytes, and plasma cells. Cells of mononuclear phagocytic system: monocyte, macrophage, giant cells. Neutrophils or neutrophil polymorphonuclear neutrophil, diameter 10 to 15 microns, total number of in blood 60 to 70%, absolute number 5000, contains neutrophils granules. The granules are made up of hydrolytic enzymes. The important enzymes are protease, alkaline phosphatase, etc. These cells are produced in red bone marrow. Their number increases in acute inflammation. Functions: phagocytosis, engulfment of non-pathogenic materials like antigen-antibody complex, production of chemical mediators in inflammation. Harmful effects: destructions of basement membrane of glomerulus and blood vessels. First line of body's defense. It is the first line of body's defense. Eosinophil, size large than neutrophil, count 1 to 6% of total WBCs, actively mobile, phagocytic bilobe nucleus. Cytoplasm contains eosinophilic granules, which are cationic proteins. These cationic proteins are antihelminthic and bactericidal. The number of eosinophils increases in allergy, skin disease, parasitic infestations, and malignant lymphoma. Basophils, mast cell, size is similar to the neutrophils. Count is 1%. Activity of motile cells. Nucleus kidney shaped or oval cytoplasm contains basophil granules. They contain receptors for IgE and they release histamine, heparin, and serotonin. They also produce leukotrienes and PAF, which is platelet activating factor. Basophils are important for cells for certain hypersensitivity reactions. Basophilic granules contain histamine, heparin, and serotonin. Hence, eosinophilic are antihistamines because they are fighting against allergy. Because we know in allergy, basophils activated and mainly histamine are responsible for allergic reactions. Lymphocytes, size 7.5 to 12 micron, number of count 35 to 40%. They are very large nucleus and small amounts of cytoplasm. They are of two types: beta lymphocytes, B lymphocytes, and T lymphocytes. B lymphocytes to produce antibodies, and T lymphocyte to produce cell-mediated immunity, cytotoxics, and to produce hypersensitivity. Functionally, lymphocytes may be small or big in size. All lymphocytes are small. WBCs, which causes an increases in acute inflammation. Lymphocyte count increases in the chronic inflammation. Lymphocyte counts increases in chronic infections like TB. Plasma cells. These are derived from B lymphocytes but is differentiated from B lymphocytosis by their cytoplasmic morphology. As nucleus is eccentric and small as compared to beta lymphocyte, dark chromosomic are inactive, light chromosomes are active. Nucleus eccentric and cast wheel. Cytoplasm is abundant with granules. They produce antibodies. Plasma cells are normally absent in blood. The number of plasma cells increases in prolonged immunological reactions such as TB, syphilis, rheumatoid arthritis, mononuclear phagocytic cells. This is the first choice to do phagocytosis because they are more able to do so. Second thing, they are distributed in our whole body, means in blood as in tissue. They are also called reticuloendothelial cells. When they remain in blood, called monocytes. When they come in the tissues, they are called mononuclear phagocytic cells and RD cells. The system includes monocytes of blood and tissue macrophages. The blood monocytes are large, 16 to 20 micron, with kidney-shaped nucleus. Count 4 to 8%. In the tissue, they modified to form macrophages, which are named differently as in liver, Kupffer cells, in nerve tissues, myoglia, in skin, Langhans cells, in lungs, dust cells, alveolar macrophage, in heart failure cells, in bone marrow, spleen, lymphoid, thymus, reticuloendothelial cells, in bones, osteoclasts. These cells have the great capability of phagocytosis and pinocytosis. On activation, macrophage produces following effects: production of protease enzymes, activation of fibrinolytic system, dissolving of clot, production of complement, activation of monocytes, thus the production of some coagulation factors, production of some chromatic agents, production of arachidonic acid, and destroys bacteria, production of growth promoting factors, normalize the destroyed part of tissues, production of tumor necrosis factor, production of oxygen derived free radicals as singlet oxygen, hydrogen peroxides, which are bactericidal. Giant cell. When macrophages fail to remove the pathogen or particle, they fuse together to form large sized multinucleated cells called as giant cells. There are following types of giant cells: foreign body giant cell, which are very large in size, nuclear up to 100, scattered in cytoplasm, example leprosy, TB, chronic infective granuloma. Langhans giant cell, size is very large, nuclei arranged like horseshoe in the periphery or collected on pools, nucleus are flat, example in TB and sarcoidosis. Touton giant cell, multinucleated large cells with fat vacuole. The vacuoles are produced due to presence of lipid in the cytoplasm, example in xanthoma. And tumor giant cell, large cells with multiple nuclei. Nucleus are hypochromatic and variable in size and shape. They are not derived from the macrophage but are derived from neoplastic cancer cells, example carcinoma of liver, sarcoma. Miscellaneous giant cell, these are not derived from macrophages. These are multinucleated mesodermal cells of various disease, example rheumatic heart disease, Hodgkin's disease, and in bones, osteoclast. Explain the chemical mediators of inflammation. In chemical mediators of inflammation, the endogenous compounds which release vascular permeability in inflammations are called as chemical mediators or permeability factors. Some chemical mediators also take part in the processes of inflammation such as vasodilatation, dilation, chemotaxis, path and tissue damage. Types and sources: cell-derived chemical mediators formed by defensive cells of damaged tissue. Plasma-derived chemical mediators found in plasma. Cell-derived vasoactive amines. These are histamine, serotonin, produced by basophils, mast cells and platelets. They are released by agents producing acute inflammation in allergic reactions. Interleukin, factors released by neutrophils. These factors activities basophils, mast cells. Action of histamine: vasodilatation to increase permeability of veins, itching, pain, to release slow reacting substances of anaphylactic reaction. Serotonin, it is less potent than histamine and actions are similar to histamine. It is less potent vasodilator, hence it is vasoconstrictor. Arachidonic acid metabolites. Arachidonic acid is a fatty acid. Arachidonic acid metabolites are prostaglandin, thromboxane, prostacyclin, 5-HETE and leukotrienes. The functions are chemotaxis, 3, smooth muscle constrictor, bronchoconstriction, vasoconstrictions and to increase vascular permeability and vasodilatation in a very small amount. Lysosomal components. Neutrophils and monocytes produces lysosomal components. They are of two varieties: granules of neutrophils and granules of monocytes of macrophages. Lysosomal components are enzymes such as luteferin, lysozyme, alkaline phosphatase, myeloperoxidase, elastase, collagenase, proteinase, plasminogen activator. These digestive enzymes digest the pathogen and the damaged tissue. In acute inflammation, granules of neutrophils are. In chronic inflammation, granules of monocytes or macrophages are mainly produced. platelet activating factor. Source: basophils, mast cells, endothelium, and platelet. Adhesions: formation of platelet plug, release of thromboplastin factor 3 to increase vascular permeability, bronchoconstrictions, addition of WBC to endothelium, chemotaxis. If they are forming in less amount, will do vasoconstriction, and large amount will do vasodilatation. Cytokine: they are polypeptides produced by one lymphocytes or macrophages. T lymphocytes or macrophages. T lymphocyte produces TNF, tumor or tissue necrotic factor, and IFN, interferon. Macrophages produces IL-1, interleukin 1, and TNF alpha. Actions: interleukin 1, TNF alpha, and TNF beta produces following effects: WBC adherence, thrombosis, fibroblast proliferation. Interferon gamma, activation of macrophages and neutrophils. Note: PAF also includes many other chemokines which are chemoattractant for inflammatory cells. Nitric oxide and oxygen metabolite. Action of nitric oxide is vasodilatation, bactericidal, antimicrobial, and antiplatelet activating agents. Action of oxygen metabolites are oxygen derived free radicals, increases vascular permeability, and activation of protease enzymes. And damage to the cells. Plasma derived. The plasma derived chemical mediations are through following four systems: kinin system, clotting system, fibrinolytic system, and complement system. Clotting factor number 12, we'll first see the clotting system. Clotting factor number 12, which is the Hagman factor 12A, which divides into two: fibrinolytic system and kinin system. The kinin system further releases bradykinin. Fibrinolytic system, which is 12A, stimulation of the clotting system, wherein the plasma through fibrinolysis produces the fibrin, which stimulates complement system, and directly on the complement system it acts to produces C3A and C5A, which increases further the permeability. Actions of bradykinin: contraction of smooth muscles, vasodilatation to increase vascular permeability and to produce pain. Action of fibrinopeptide: produces by breakdown of fibrin, they increase vascular permeability, chemotaxis, anticoagulant activity. Action of plasmosis: breakdown of fibrin, activation of C3. Action of C3A and C5A: releases of histamine, increase permeability, chemotaxis to promote phagocytosis. Okay, so we'll be discussing and revising the chemical mediators of inflammation very quickly. Mediators of inflammation, which are cell derived, which are vasoactive amines, histamine, 5-hydroxytryptamine neuropeptides, and second, arachidonic acid metabolites, eicosanoids. Metabolites via cyclooxygenase pathway, prostaglandins, thromboxane A2, prostacyclins, and resolvins. Metabolites via lipooxygenase pathway, 5-HETE, leukotrienes, lipoxenes. Cytokines, interleukins, IL-1, IL-6, IL-8, IL-12, IL-17. Tumor necrotic, TNF alpha, TNF beta, INF gamma, other chemokines. Platelet activating factors and the free radicals, oxygen intermediates, and nitric oxides. Plasma protein derived mediators are plasma proteases, products of the kinin system, which are kallikrein and bradykinin. The clotting systems: fibrin, fibrinopeptides. The fibrinolytic system: plasmin. The complement system: C3A, C3B, C5A, and MAC. And finally, we do a short revision of the cell derived and the plasma derived chemical mediators. Cell derived from the mast cells, basophils, and platelets are the histamine, which is main function is increase in permeability. Platelets derived serotonin action, increase in permeability. Leukocytes derived prostaglandins, leukotrienes, lysosomal enzymes, platelet activating factor, cytokines, nitric oxide, and oxygen metabolites, which have the activities: prostaglandins increase the vasodilatation, leukotrienes increase in permeability, lysosomal enzymes and platelet activating factors increases the tissue damage and increases the permeability, and cytokines, which are responsible for fever, nitric oxide and tissue metabolites, which are responsible for the tissue damage. Plasma protein derived clotting and fibrinolytic system, which is the fibrin split products, which increases the permeability. Kinin system, kinin and bradykinin, which increases the permeability, and the complement system, finally, anaphylotoxins, C3A, C4A, C5A, and C5B, and C9, which increases the permeability. Okay, so with this we have covered the topic of inflammation. I will request you all to just go through your textbooks and source books for further references. These notes are very short and very concise for your revision in a final examination, and for in-depth knowledge you should always read the textbooks, right? So with that said, thank you, and if you do like the video, please do subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends too. Thanks. Bye bye.